until tonight's game is going to start. I'm here with my co-host, Jared.
Good evening, everyone.
And we're excited to bring you a very exciting game versus the Cougars. We just had a night trying to bring home a win for the varsity team. And just before the game, we're going to send you sideline to our sideline reporter, Ariana Phillips, for a pregame interview with Coach Parker.
Thank you, Isaiah. Hi, Coach Parker. How are you tonight?
I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm great. Thanks for asking. How are you feeling about tonight's game, Coach?
Well, we should win this game. You know, I got my guys, they're going to really press up, and we're going to win this game.
Love that. Love that energy. My second question for you tonight is, how do you as a coach maintain the idealistic of having a positive mindset?
Well, you know, Elijah Boyd just want to do it its own thing, but when he listens to me, it's going to be all good.
Yeah, okay. Key highlighter. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Coach Parker. Thank you. Coaches meeting. Back to you, Isaiah.
Thank you for that interview, Ariana. It was a good interview with Coach Parker. We're going to compare it with our post-game interview after the game, and the results come out. We're going to see what happens. About 4 minutes and 15 seconds until we start tonight's game. So far this season, the Bulldogs are having a little bit of a rough start, a little bit of a rough season. 4 to 12, 25% win-loss, so they're definitely looking to bring home a win tonight. Definitely going to be hungry for that. Affton has a current record of 10 to 11 win-loss, so they're 47% of their games have been won this season so far. So they're definitely going to be hungry. They're trying to get – both teams are here trying to get a positive score before the end of the season, and we're going to see what they do to bring it home.
Yeah, this will definitely be an interesting game to see here tonight. Again, it was an unfortunate loss earlier, but this will be a varsity game. We're looking for some of the intensity that we saw last game, some improvement from that too.
Absolutely, and it's always exciting, especially when there's a JV game before, whether who wins or loses. It kind of gets people amped up for the varsity game that's right after, you know?
Yeah, all the players get ready to just get out there and win, whether or not they won or lost before.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be exciting. Going to send you back out to the court to get some practice footage with about 3 minutes and 8 seconds left before we start tonight's game.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the STEAM Academy at McCoy South Berkeley. Tonight's contest features the Cougars of Affton versus your STEAM Academy Bulldogs.
All right, we're coming back to the game here. We're going to start listing off our starting players.
Yep. So, starting on the Cougars end of the court, we're going to have Jackson Mode, number 2, a 9th grader. Carter Kimmel, number 3, an 11th grader. Jackson Wilbers, number 13, a 12th grader. Malik Neal, number 5, a 12th grader. And Keith Watson, number 1, a 12th grader. Those are going to be your starters for tonight's game.
Yep, and for STEAM's side, we have Mark Pearson, number 3, a 10th grader. Elijah Boyd, number 1, an 11th grader. Dylan Merkel, number 11, an 11th grader. Mustafa Taylor, number 2, an 11th grader. And Jared Dunn, number 10, a 12th grader.
Now, here's the starting lineup for your Bulldogs. We have
about 34 seconds till we come in.
Elijah Boyd, Coming in at number 2, Mustafa Taylor. Coming in at number
So,
3.
what are some of the things that we can expect from this game, Isaiah?
Coming in at number
So,
11,
with a team like the Bulldogs, so starting off, we have Jared Dunn. He's a very tall person, definitely going to be good on defense, so he's definitely going to be probably more in the inner circle of the court, guarding. But if we go over and look at Affton side, they have some high point scorers. We have Keith Watson, one of the starters. He has scored 227 points this game, so we're going to see how he tries to use his quick scoring ability to put some points up on the board early. It's definitely going to be an exciting game, seeing how the teams match up.
Yeah, so it seems like Steam will have some taller players that will be able to play some stronger defense, and hopefully that'll be able to keep down some of the offense from Afton's side.
Yeah, with Dunn and Merkel on the court, 2 players well over 6 foot, it's going to be interesting to see how the defense goes off.
All right, we're coming up to the tip-off.
Affton just wins that tip-off.
Malik Neal with the ball.
Malik passes over to Kimmel. Kimmel's trying to get around Mustafa Taylor. He's on the inside. He goes up. No good. Air ball rebounded by Merkel. Boyd has it. He's moving in the court.
And passes over to Taylor. Taylor puts it up.
Ooh, good setup right there. Just a little off on the three-pointer. Jackson Wilbur's passes over.
And Jackson Mode has the ball. Back over to Malik Neal.
Back to Wilbur's. Back to Mode. Mode's being guarded by Boyd. He drives in. They're under the hoop. Right there, 2 points put up by Keith Watson, who's being guarded by Merkel.
All right, we've got Boyd taking it back down court for Steam's side. Jackson Mode claimed the ball right there. He's going to take it back down.
It's over to Malik Neal for a 3, and it's good. 3 more points for Affton. First 5 points of the game, 0-5, as the first timeout is called. 30 seconds called by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, this is not looking like an ideal start for the Bulldogs. Affton just scored 5 points in the first minute and a half. So Steam will definitely be wanting to up that defense as well as put points on the board before Affton gets too far ahead.
Definitely, Steam needs to get some points on the board. They have a 5-0 lead right now, as you said, within the first minute and a half. Steam's going to want to get some points up on the board real quick. They called a really early timeout into the game. Hopefully they'll get it together and recuperate and see what they can do to put some points up.
Yep. Got Boyd taking it down for Steam. Boyd over to Taylor.
Travel called against Mustafa Taylor right there. Going to be a turnover. Going to have Jackson Mode passing it in for his team. Mode passes in to Neal. Neal's taking it down the court.
Mustafa Taylor trying to put up some defense there.
Neal passes it off.
Wilbur's.
And Keith Watson puts it up for 2 more. 0-7 right now is the current score. 6.5 minutes left as Boyd's moving down the court. Passes over. Mustafa Taylor has it. Dunn has it. Over to Merkel.
Mark Pearson attempts a 3-point shot, just barely misses.
Elijah Boyd took another one just off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Affton, moving back down the court.
Mode with the ball. Over to Kimmel. Kimmel trying to drive in.
Back to Watson. Watson loses control, but he recovers.
Passes over to Kimmel.
Back
Kimmel
to
over to Neal.
Neal's driving in back.
Wilbers has the ball. Looks like he's telling his teammates where to go.
He moves in for a layup, pass over to Watson. They're trying to get around Steam's defense, and Watson puts it up for 2 more for his team. After we're struggling to get around the Bulldogs right there, looks like Watson just made it over. Pearson with the ball, back to Boyd. Over to Taylor. Back to Pearson, it's up. No good, just off the side of the rim. Pass down the court to Wilbers, he's up. And the layup is good, 2 more points, 0-11. The Bulldogs need to get some points on the board quick. 5 minutes left in the first quarter.
We got Boyd with the ball. Boyd over to Taylor. Mustafa Taylor looking for an opening. Passes over to Elijah Boyd again. Boyd puts it up.
Three.
And it's good.
3 from Boyd right there for the first points for the Bulldogs. 3-11. Boyd's 32% on his three-pointers after last game. Malik Neal with a layup for 2 more points for his team, 3-13.
All right, Boyd taking it back down court for steam. Passes over to Mark Pearson.
Pearson with a 3. No good. Bounced off the inside of the rim. Merkel recovers. Just missed off that layup after the rebound. Good rebound from Merkel, but the ball just goes out. Actually, a foul was called.
All right, we're going to have Jackson Mode. It looks like passing it in for Affton.
Got subs coming in. We got Lamar McCoy and Miguel Brown coming in for Dunn and Merkel. Pass over to Keith Watson, who puts 2 more on the board, just like we were talking about. Watson has some high points this season. They're putting up some good layups quickly for his team. Pearson's got it. Mid-range shot. No good off the front of the rim. Malik Neal's driving in, being guarded by Pearson. Pearson stops the drive. A 3. No good on that three-pointer right there coming from Jackson Mode.
We've got Boyd driving it back down court. Boyd looking for an opening. Over to Miguel Brown. Brown over to Pearson.
Screen from McCoy. Pearson.
Pass stolen by Watson.
Watson puts it up 2 more. He's putting up a lot of layups this game.
Yeah, they're going to have to watch him. He seems like a strong player for Affton.
Definitely. He's 55% on his 2-point field goals.
Boyd put it up, but it just went off the edge of the rim there.
Wilbur's up, blocked on that layup by Boyd. Mustafa Taylor rebounds. Over to Boyd. Over to Brown. Lamar from mid-range, and it's good. Good shot from Lamar right there. 5-17. Bulldogs with 3 minutes left in the first period.
We got Keith Watson driving in again.
Foul called right there. Miguel Brown fouled Watson. Gonna have Mode passing it in for his team. Merkel and Cameron coming out into the court. Three-pointer from Mode, no good. Rebounded by Boyd. Boyd's being guarded by Watson. Deep pass to Merkel in the mid-range. No good on that layup for the paint.
Carter Kimmel caught the rebound there. Passes over to Malik Neal.
Neal over to Watson for a 3. Just off on that 3.
Covered by Carter Kimmel. Back over to Jackson Wilbers. Wilbers over to Mode.
Mode with a 3, no good. Rebounded. Watson has the ball. And it's good for another 2 points. 5-19. Bulldogs are down with about 1 minute and 50 seconds left in the first quarter.
All right, Boyd passes over to Brown. Malik Neal stole the pass from Brown. And Brown stole it right back. That shot did not have a chance there. We have Jackson Mode passing it in for Affton. Passes it into Malik Neal.
Neal from mid-range, high arcing shot, doesn't go in. Dunn rebounds. Pearson's taking it down the court. Over to Boyd.
Boyd back to Pearson. Pearson puts it in for Jared. Jared passes back over to Pearson. Boyd puts it up for 3. No good, just off the rim.
Wilbers has the ball. He's taking it down the court. Over to Watson. Watson's got Miguel and Jared on him. And then we have a 3. It's up and good on that 3-pointer coming from Carter Kimmel. Kimmel is only 19% on his 3-pointers. so far in the season. Dunn's in the paint, and it's good. 2 points, 7-22, with 45 left in the first quarter.
We've got Malik Neal taking it back down court for Affton.
Brown coming up the guard. Almost stolen from Pearson. Neal has it.
Over to Watson.
Watson loses it, but picked back up by Kimmel. Wilbers has it. Mode with the ball.
Back over to Wilbers.
Back to Mode. Pearson's guarding Mode. Back to Wilbers. Wilbers to Neal. They're trying to get around the defense. They're struggling a little bit. Good defense from the Bulldogs, and a 3 from Watson. No good. No good on that 3 to end the quarter. 7-22 at the end of the first quarter. Bulldogs are down, but they're going to be coming back in just a second to see how they can come back for this second quarter. The Ferguson-Florissant School District would like to take a moment to thank Steve Schmidt Kia for their outstanding support of our students, giving $100 to every student with a qualifying score on an AP or IB exam. Get the best deal on a new Kia right here in North County at Steve Schmidt Kia, your North County dealer, located on New Halls Ferry Road and online at steveschmidtkia.com. About 30 seconds till we come back for the second quarter of the first half.
Yeah, this was a rough first quarter for the Bulldogs, but hopefully they'll be able to make a comeback here in these upcoming quarters.
Yeah, hopefully Bulldogs will regroup, and we're going to see what they do to try to make it back. You can see them over at their bench right now talking with their coach, getting a game plan together. About to come back out into the court right here. Your starters for the second quarter of the game are going to be Jared Dunn, Mark Pearson, Elijah Boyd, Miguel Brown, and Cameron Stowe. Cameron Stowe, sorry. Steam will start with possession. Mark Pearson passing it in. It's into Boyd. Boyd to Miguel. Miscommunication. That pass goes out of bounds. Going to be a turnover coming from Miguel. Miguel's coming out of the game. Dylan Merkel's coming in after that turnover. Mustafa's coming in for Cameron Stowers.
Got Mark Pearson with the ball. Pearson puts it up, no good. Jared Dunn recovers though. Jared puts it in. Took a couple of attempts there, but they put it in. That's what matters. Score is now 9-22. We got Neal with the ball right now. Passed over to Mode. Mode over to Kimmel. Kimmel almost got it in there. Jared Dunn catches the rebound. Elijah Boyd singing it back down court. Boyd over to Pearson. Got Mustafa Taylor. Puts it up, but it's no good. Jared Dunn recovers. It's no good again. You have Carter Kimmel with the ball right now, driving down court. Over to Neal, over to Mode. Mode puts it up, but it is no good.
9-22, about 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half. Going to be some free throws for Affton. Looks like we got Jackson Mode up to the line. Jackson Mode this season's 58% on his free throws. Going to see what he does with them right here. First free throw's up, and it's good. 9-23. Second free throw is up, and it's good again. 9-24. Pearson's got it, taking it down the court.
It's good guard by two players there. Boyd has the ball now. Boyd.
Good pass to Dunn in the paint, over to Mustafa. And it's good, 2 more points. 11-24 now. Good shot from Mustafa right there. Wilbers has it. Good defense from Mustafa right there. Ball goes out off of Steam.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of good defense. What we just saw right there, they were trying to make sure that Affton did not have any way to pass the ball around, so that was good.
Yeah, Steam's doing pretty good with their defense this game. A 3-point shot is missed right there coming from
Carter Kimmel. Boyd with the ball now, passed over to Mark Pearson. Mark Pearson taking the ball down court.
Pearson's driving in. Pass over to Dunn. Dunn into the paint. Dylan Merkel loses it over to Neal. Neal's taking it down.
Neal over to Mode. Mode gives it over to Watson. Watson passes over to Kimmel.
Missed on that three, and it stays in. Watson kept it in, pass right to Merkel, turnover.
Mark Pearson with the ball. Has over to Jared Dunn. Dunn
Two
puts
more
it up and
points.
it's good.
Full timeout being called by the Bulldogs right now. You have 2 points scored right there from Jared Dunn once again. He's made about 3 layups this game so far.
Yeah, this is definitely good going to the second quarter. They're definitely improving on their defense and their offense as well. And one thing that I noted was their speed. They're definitely going a lot quicker this quarter.
Yeah, the Bulldogs look like they're picking their game up. They're putting some points on the board quick. Maybe got some game strategies after that first quarter. They're in a full timeout right now. You can see them over at the bench getting it together, going to see what they're going to do. They're only down by 10 right now, closing that gap. It's looking good so far.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to continue and be able to turn out with a win this game.
Yeah, about 5.5 minutes left in the half.
I've got both teams coming back out onto the court here in just a second. Bulldogs going to a couple last-minute things here.
All right, coming back out onto the court after that timeout. Boyd, Mustafa, Miguel, Dunn, and Pearson.
Carter Kimmel is passing the ball in for Affton. Passes
Kimmel over to Watson. He loses it, goes out. Going to be a turnover to Steam. Sub coming in. Merkel is coming in for Miguel Brown. He's going to have Mustafa Taylor passing it in for his team.
Mustafa Taylor passes over to Elijah Boyd.
Boyd's got it over to Pearson. Pearson drives in. Over to Taylor.
Looks like a foul was just called on Jackson Wilbers.
Pearson going to be passing it in. Pearson over to Boyd. Boyd's at the top of the arc right now. Good screen from Merkel. Over to Pearson. Pearson loses it. He recovers. Three from Pearson. No good, just off the back of the rim. Close three right there.
Malik Neal with the ball.
A 3-point coming from Wilbers. Airballed right into Dylan's hands.
Elijah Boyd taking it back down court.
Boyd over to Merkel. Over to Taylor. Taylor's moving in. It's over to Merkel. It's up. No good. Good rebound from Jared Dunn. Put up for 2 more. Another made layup from Dunn. He's doing good this game.
For sure. Yeah, we've got Malik Neal now with the ball. Pass over to
Watson.
Keith Watson.
Charge called on Watson right there as Dylan goes down. Dylan's back up. Going to be Steam's ball. Sub coming in. We have number 22, Dino Navalik, coming in for Keith Watson.
Got Elijah Boyd with the ball now for Steam, taking it down court. Elijah Boyd over to Mustafa Taylor. Taylor over to Pearson. Pearson back over to Taylor. Taylor driving in there. Pass over to Elijah. Looks like the pass was stolen there. Affton with the ball.
Kimmel passes it, miscommunication. Ball goes out, going to be back to Steam's side. Turnover. That ball right there was thrown out by Kimmel. 4 minutes left in the half, 16-24. Bulldogs are closing the gap here. They're only down by 8.
Yeah, this is definitely good. Hopefully they'll make even more improvement in these next 4 minutes.
It looks like the Bulldogs are getting a little bit more comfortable out here, too, with their plays.
Yeah, Affton definitely brought out. Affton's definitely a strong team, and that intensity that they brought out onto the court is definitely helping Steam ramp up how they're playing, and it's great to see.
3 from Boyd. No good, just off the front of the rim.
Recovered by Jackson Mode.
Jackson Mode's taking it down after that rebound. Wilbers has it. Wilbers back to Mode. Over back to Wilbers. Bulldogs putting up some good defense. Mode has it again. A 3. Illegal screen. Illegal screen called on Dino Novalik.
We've got Miguel Brown passing into Elijah Boyd.
3 minutes left in the half. Still 16-24. Bulldogs gonna be looking for some points here.
Boyd over to Pearson. Over to Merkel.
Shots blocked. Neal, pass almost stolen by Miguel right there. Keith Watson's back in the game and has it. Foul called on Jared Dunn against Keith Watson right there. Scoreboards just went off. Gonna have to get that back up.
All right, it's
Scoreboard's
back on.
So we got Mode passing it in for his team. Mode is their only freshman on varsity right now for Affton. Neal drives in. No good on the layup. Rebounded by Dunn. Good rebound. Dunn's doing pretty good this game. Got a lot of points on the board. Pearson with a 3. And it's good. 3 points for Steam. 19-24. Good 3 points from Pearson right there.
Got Mode with the ball. He's driving down. Puts it up for 2. Scores now 19-26. This team is definitely closing the gap.
Pearson runs in. Just missed on that mid-range shot. Watson rebounds. Over to Wilbers. He's running in. Foul called against Wilbers as he went up for that layup. Miguel Brown.
Foul on Miguel Brown.
Going to be 2 free throws as Wilbers gets to go to the line.
Number 13, Jackson Wilbers to the line.
Wilbers is 78% on his free throws this season. Good free throw shooter. We're going to see what he does here. First free throw, no good from the 78% shooter. Got a sub coming in. We have Neal coming out. And then we have Carter Kimmel coming in. Second free throw is up. Good on that second free throw. 1-1 on his free throws. About 2.5 minutes left in the half.
We've got Elijah Boyd with the ball right now, taking it down to Affton's side of the court. Pass over to Merkel.
Merkel over to Pearson. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left.
Pearson over to Brown. Back to Pearson.
Wilbers is putting up some aggressive defense on Pearson, trying to make sure he doesn't get inside. Pearson over to .44 seconds left in the quarter, in the half.
Got Pearson with the ball.
There, gonna stay Steam's possession. Minute and 30 seconds left in the half.
Now Miguel Brown passing it in over to Jared. Got Mode with the ball right now.
Having some camera issues right now. We're fixing it, but we'll keep updating you on the game. Wilbers has it. It's over with Mode. Mode's driving in and it's up from mid-range. No good. And it's up right now from Kimmel. No good on that three-pointer.
by Jackson Wilbers. Got Mark Pearson with the ball right now. Over to Elijah Boyd.
48 seconds left in the quarter. 19 to 27 is the current score. He's driving in. No good on that layup. Merkel rebounds. Over to Pearson. He's taking it down the court. Pearson drives in. No good on that layup. And it goes out. Goes out off the Bulldogs. It's going to be Affton's ball. Wilbers has it. He's taking it down the court. Mode has it from mid-range. No.
16 seconds left on the scoreboard right now. Scores 19 to 20. Stuff Taylor passes it in to Elijah Boyd. We've got a pause in the game. Had a sub come in for Affton. Sub was Caden Burney. Alright, they're trying to fix the scoreboard as well too. Looks like all the tech is having issues tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to fix that. Alright, the game is back on. We're still working on our camera though. We've got Pearson with the ball right now.
By Neal. Three from Mustafa. No good on that buzzer beater three. And that's the end of the half. 19 to 27. We're going to go mute ourselves real quick. We're going to see if we can figure out what's going on with the camera. We have about 10 minutes till we come back in the third quarter. 19-27 is the starting score for this third quarter. We're coming in at 7 minutes and 38 seconds left. Came in a little late. We're going to do the best we can with this face camera that we've got. Don't know what happened to our video camera.
Keith Watson with the ball, struggling to put it up there. Looks like he'll be going to the line for 2. First one is up. No good. All right, we're going to the second one here. It's up. No good. Jared Dunn recovers the ball there. Passes over to Mark Pearson.
Mark Pearson's got it. He's moving over, being guarded by Wilbers. Pearson pass over to Boyd. Boyd to Dunn. Dunn's driving in. Pass is stolen by Wilbers. Turnover going down the court. Neal's got the ball. He's driving around. He's mid-range. It's up. And it's good for 2 points. 19-29, Steam down by 10.
Elijah Boyd with the ball right now, trying to get past Neal. Passes.
Backcourt violation after that pass.
That's unfortunate for Steam right there. Gonna have Malik Neal passing it in for Affton. Passes over to Mode. Back over to Neal. Neal driving in.
Neal's sprinting down the court. He's mid-range.
Over to
No
Watson.
charge called against Boyd, against Neal.
Mode passes over to Wilbers.
Wilbers moves in over to Watson. Watson's in the paint. No good on that. Rebounded by Merkel. Foul called against Watson.
Yeah, Mark Pearson taking the ball in. Passes in to Elijah Boyd. Boyd passes over to Mark Pearson.
Pearson up from 3. No good on that 3. Merkel hits it, and it's recovered by Taylor. Back to Pearson. Pearson moves in. No good on that layup, just off the back.
Yeah, that's recovered by Jackson Mode. Mode driving in.
It's up from Mode, and it's good on that layup. 30-second timeout called by Steam after that 2-point. 19-31 is the current score with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Got the teams regrouping right here. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to remind you that this is a broadcast brought to you by Steam FBLA. We do the best that we can to bring you quality broadcasts and do the best that we can to make them entertaining. Going to be coming back out onto the court here after that 30-second timeout from Steam.
Boyd with the ball, taking it down court for Steam. Boyd passes it over to Brown. Brown over to Pearson.
3 from Boyd, no good. But rebounded by Dunn, good rebound. Over to Miguel, and it's good on that 2-point. 21-31, Steam once again down by 10. Then we put up some more points on the board quickly, hopefully. Wilbers has it. Wilbers pass over to Watson. He moves in, and 2 points put up after with an assist from Watson. 2 points put up by Mode.
Got Pearson with the ball right now, driving down.
5 minutes left in the third.
Pearson passes over to Boyd. Boyd passes over to Miguel Brown.
Jump ball called after Neal and Miguel were fighting for the ball right there.
Looks like Affton's going to get the ball right now. Going to have Jackson Mode passing it in. He passes into Wilbers. back over to Mode. Mode over to Watson. Watson over to Wilbers. Back over to Mode. Over to Watson. Got some good defense there from Miguel Brown. Jared Dunn recovers that rebound. Got Mark Pearson with the ball right now, driving down court. Pearson passes over to Boyd. Boyd passes over to Mustafa Taylor. Shot stolen by Jackson Wilbers. Got Keith Watson with the ball right now. Mode puts it up for 2, and it's good. Scores 21 to 35.
Yeah, Bulldogs are down right now. They're going to need to get some points up on the board quick. Only got 4 minutes left in this third quarter.
Yep, this is definitely a time to bring some speed and intensity like what we saw in the second quarter right before the half ended. All right, we've got all the teams coming back out onto the court.
Did you say anything? Miguel's got it. Boyd's got it.
Boyd driving in. Looks like the clock wasn't running there.
Game's going to resume from the side.
Gonna have Mustafa Taylor passing it in for Steam.
Mustafa past the Boyd. Good screen from Miguel. Boyd's up from mid-range. No good. Rebounded by Pearson. Pearson's got it. Pearson over to Taylor. Taylor to Boyd. Boyd drives in. Layup is blocked right there by Kimmel. Travel called off. Travel called in that layup. Wilbers took a big travel right there on it. 3:50 left in the third.
Yeah, Mark Pearson passing it in. Pearson over to Boyd. Boyd passes back over to Pearson. Pearson puts it up for 3. No good, just off the edge of the rim. Wilbers passes over to Mode, and Mode puts it in for 2. This team's moving quicker now. We've got Elijah Boyd with the ball. Passes over to Pearson, back over to Boyd. Boyd over to Pearson again, back over to Boyd. Boyd puts it up for 3, no good. Just off the edge of the rim there again. Recovered by Jackson Mode. Got Keith Watson. Puts it up, no good. It's tapped out by Malik Neal. Now Mark Pearson passing in for Steam.
Three minutes left in the third right now, 21 to 37. Mark Pearson's got it. Pearson up from mid-range, no good. Rebounded by Mode. Mode's taking it down the court. Over to Watson. Another 2 points from a Watson and Wilbur play.
We just saw a really smooth play right there.
Yeah, it's the second time they've done that. They're gonna be Bulldogs gonna be watching it now. Pearson's got it in the mid-range.
You gotta turn the box out, get this rim watch.
We got Merkel and McCoy going to be coming in for Mustafa Taylor and Miguel Brown. Then we have Kimmel coming out for Novalik.
Actually, Miguel Brown is staying in. We just had Jared Dunn come out. Jackson
Wilbur puts up another 2 points. Going to be 21 to 39 now. 21 to 41.
Got Elijah Boyd, pass over to Mark Pearson.
Pearson slips.
Got Keith Watson with the ball right now. Keith puts it up, no good. It's recovered by Dino Volek. Looks like a foul was called here.
Foul called against Elijah Boyd. Going to be 2 free throws for Novalik. Novalik is 51% from the line this season. Going to see what he does right here.
All right, we're going to this first free throw. It's up. No good. All right, here's his second free throw. And it's good for Novalik. If Lamar McCoy passed it in to Mark Pearson. Pearson driving down over to Boyd. Boyd stolen by Keith Watson.
Wilbur's got it. Blocked by Merkel. Able to put back up for 2 points. Good block from Merkel, but he put it back up.
Yeah, we've got Elijah Boyd driving down right now.
Minute and 40 left in the third.
Pass over to Mark Pearson. Pearson driving in, puts it up. No
Just
good.
off the back of the rim right there. Neal's got it. He's taking it down the court. Moves into mid-range and a layup. 2 more points, 21 to 46.
Got Mark Pearson back over to Elijah Boyd.
Bulldogs need to get some points on the board quick before the end of the quarter here. 3 from Boyd. Just no good. Rebounded by Watson. Watson's running down the court. It's up. Blocked by Merkel, sending it out. Good block from Merkel. Dunn coming in for Merkel. Watson's got it. Mode has it right now. Mode over to Wilbur's. Back to Mode. Miguel putting up some defense. Over to Wilbur. Bulldogs putting up some good defense right now. Mode makes it around, puts 2 more up. 55 seconds left in the third, 21 to 48.
Got Boyd taking it down court right now. Pass over to Mark Pearson. Pearson back over to Boyd. Boyd over to Jared Dunn. Dunn over to Mark Pearson. Mark Pearson puts it up for 3.
No good on that 3 right there. 30 seconds left in the third.
Covered by Malik Neal.
Stolen by Dunn. Pass
Dunn
over to
over
Pearson. Travel called against Pearson after he received that pass.
Got Jackson Mode passed back into Wilbur's. Over to Neal.
Neal's got it. Over to Wilbur's.
Wilbur's back over to Neal.
10 seconds left. Wilbur's got it. Over to Neal. Neal runs in.
Over to Watson.
Watson's up for mid-range. No good. No good on that last-minute shot right there from Watson. At the end of the third, score's going to be 21 to 48. 60 seconds till we come back for the fourth quarter. We're going to have a player spotlight right here for you from Ariana Phillips, our sideline reporter.
Thank you, Isaiah. We're having a little player spotlight on Elijah Boyd, number 1, the guard, a guard. He is a junior. He's been on varsity since last year, 2022-23 school year. His sophomore year. He is averaging 9 points per game this season. He has a 3.6 GPA with the engineering pathway and AP and honor classes. And he has a multitude of both sisters and brothers in his family. He's a well-rounded student here at STEAM Academy. Go Bulldogs. Thank you, Isaiah.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Ariana. We're going to be coming back out for the last quarter of the game right now. 21 to 48 is the current score. Coming out in the court, we have Neal, Watson, Mode, Kimmel, and a player that's coming out, Bernie, is touching the court. For the Bulldogs, we're going to have McCoy, Boyd, Dunn, Brown, and Pearson.
Boyd with the ball over to Brown. Brown over to Pearson.
Pearson's got it right now, looking for a way around.
Pearson over to Brown. Pass almost got stolen there.
Yep, Pearson kept it in. Over to Boyd. Over to McCoy for a three. Good three from Lamar McCoy right there. (24-48) is the current score. Neal has it. Deep pass over to
Bernie.
Bernie's got it. 2 points put up for Bernie. 24-50 is the current score right now, and Bernie's going to get to go to the line for one. Foul was from Jared Dunn on Bernie. First free throw of the season for Bernie, miss.
Lamar McCoy passes over to Mark Pearson. Pearson trying to get around some defense here. Passes over to Boyd, over to McCoy.
McCoy's got it. Over to Boyd. Back to McCoy. Into the paint. Block. Pass was blocked by Watson. That goes out off Affton. Going to be Bulldogs possession. Mustafa Taylor coming in for Lamar McCoy. Six minutes, 52 seconds left in the game.
Got Boyd with the ball right now. Boyd over to Pearson. Pearson over to... Got Neal with the ball right now. Passes over to Bernie. Bernie back over to Neal. Neal puts it up. No good. Covered by Boyd. Pearson with the ball, driving down over to Brown. Just goes over him. Jackson Wilbers coming in for Malik Neal. Jackson mode, passes it in. Wilbers over to Watson.
Bernie's got it. Bernie puts 2 more up for his team. 27-52, 6 minutes and 10 left in the fourth quarter.
Got Boyd with the ball right now. Pass over to Pearson.
That's us. That's us. That's all right. Play through. Play through. Come on. Let's go.
Mark Pearson going to be passing the ball in. Over to Boyd. Back over to Pearson. Stolen by Kimmel.
2 put up right there by Kimmel.
Yep, got Elijah Boyd.
7-54.
Elijah Boyd taking the ball down court. Pass over to Jared Dunn. Jared Dunn puts it up for 2. Got Mode with the ball right now. Over to Kimmel.
Kimmels puts it up. No good on that. Rebounded by Taylor. Good rebound. Taylor's taking it down.
Taylor driving past the defense over to Elijah Boyd.
Dunn has it. Puts it up. 2 points scored. 31-54. 5:15 left in the game. And Jared's going to get to go to the line for 1.
This is good for steam. We have a couple of subs coming in. Dylan Merkel and Lamar McCoy. We also have Malik Neal coming for Jackson Mode.
Got some subs in. Jared Dunn got to take his free throw. He's 32% from the line this season. His free throws off.
Timeout.
30-second timeout called by Affton with 5:12 left in the game.
Yeah, we definitely want to see Steam make some more points here. We're going over some strategies here on how to do that.
You can see Afton's over at their bench right now, regrouping. Steam put up some points on the board in this last quarter. Going to have to put up some more real quickly if they want to win.
Got Kimmel passing it in for Affton. Kimmel over to oh. It's like a wet out on Affton. It's White's ball. We have Lamar McCoy passing it in. Oh, never mind, Mark Pearson passing it in. Passes into Elijah Boyd. Boyd over to Taylor. Over to Dylan Merkel.
Neal's got it. Neal runs in. Travel call against Neal. Going to be Steen's possession. Boyd's got it.
Passed into Elijah Boyd. Boyd at the ball, passing over to Mark Pearson.
Pass from Pearson goes wild and out of bounds. Two subs coming in for Steen. Miguel Brown, Lamar McCoy coming in for Mark Pearson and Dylan Merkel.
Gonna have Carter Kimmel passed in the ball. Over to Bernie. Bernie back over to Kimmel, over to Watson. Back over to Bernie.
4:30 left in the game. Dunn has it. He's in the paint. Over to Miguel. It's stolen. Wilbers has it. Now Watson has it. He's driving down. He goes up. Charge called against Watson right there. Going to be Steen's possession.
Mustafa Taylor will be taking the ball in for Steam. Boyd at the ball over to Taylor.
Taylor with a three, no good. Rebounded by Kimmel. Kimmel's taking it down the court, over to Wilbers.
Wilbers
Watson
over to
has
Watson.
it. Mode with a three, no good. Rebounded by Merkel.
Merkel over to Boyd. Boyd taking the ball down court. Pass over to Mark Pearson.
Travel called against Mark Pearson right there. Going to be a turnover.
Got Jackson Mode passing the ball right here. Got Mark Pearson trying to block his pass. Pass over to Malik Neal. Neal drives in. It's a layup. Scores now 31-56. Got Malik Neal. Go for some free throws here. Free throw is good. Gonna have one more.
It's up. And it's good on that free throw right there. Neal this season so far 66% on his free throws. 31-58 with 3.5 minutes left in the game.
Jackson Mode passing the ball. Passes into Neal. Neal back over to Mode. Over to Wilbers. Wilbers over to Jackson Mode.
Mode's driving in. No good on that layup. Merkel recovers. Ball gets thrown out of bounds by Merkel. Going to be a turnover. Sub coming in. Got Miguel Brown going to be coming in. Got Miguel Brown and Mustafa Taylor coming in for Mark Pearson. And who came out? Oh, sorry, Mustafa Taylor was already in. Just Miguel coming in for Pearson.
Got Wilbers with the ball right now. Over to Neal. Pass did not work out. Boyd with the ball. Oh,
Watson's got it. Layup, 2 more points, 60 points for Affton. 3 minutes left in the game.
Jared Dunn with the ball. Over to Miguel Brown. Miguel Brown over to Mustafa Taylor. Taylor puts it up, no good.
Rebounded by Taylor though. Blocked by Watson. Now we got Moden over to Watson. Watson's driving in. Foul called against Merkel on that layup from Watson. He's going to get 2 from the line.
Foul on number 11.
Watson's 53% from the line this season. Going to see what he does with these 2 shots.
First free throw's up, and it's good. Mark Pearson coming in for Elijah Boyd. Have a new player for Affton out here on the court tonight, Jacob Johnson. Mark Pearson with the ball, taking it down court.
Pearson over to Taylor.
Over to Jared Dunn. Over to Stows. Stows recovers.
Stowers has it. Stowers goes to save it, but it rolls out of bounds. 2 minutes left in the game.
Jacob Johnson passing it in for Affton. Over to Wilbers. Mark Pearson putting up some defense.
Pearson steals. He goes up and 2 points. Good steal, good layup from Pearson right there. 33-61. Wilbers drives down and it's up from mid-range. No good on that shot right there from Drew McCaw Jr. Foul call against Jared Dunn. Gonna send Wilbers to the line for 2. Wilbers is once again, Wilbers is 78% on his free throws this season. Good free throw shooter. Let's see what he does here. Sub's not gonna come in yet for Affton.
Hands, get active.
Pearson over to Taylor, back over to Pearson.
3 from Pearson. No good on that 3.
Affton with the ball. Pass over to Bernie. Bernie over to Johnson.
Johnson's got it. Moving around back to Bernie. Volik's up. No good on that layup. Rebounded. 3 layup attempts right there. None of them went in. Dunn's got it. Moving down. It's up from Dunn. 2 more points. 35-62. 45 seconds left in the game. Johnson's got it.
Please take down Dino. Dino, come on. 40 seconds.
Wasted.
40 seconds left in the game.
After the pass is in, we got Jacob Johnson with the ball right now. Got 20 seconds left on the clock.
They're just running down the clock. That's the end of the game, 35-62. Final score, Bulldogs unfortunately take the loss.
Yeah, we did, though, see some aggressive plays. We definitely saw some speed, and we saw some good moments here tonight. So it was definitely good.
Yeah, it was a good game. The Bulldogs didn't perform badly, just Affton put a little more points on the board, but it's a tough loss, but it was an exciting game to watch tonight.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to improve on some of these skills, that their next game will be able to be a secured win.
Hopefully. We're going to have a post-game interview with Coach Parker here in just a moment. Good evening, Coach Parker.
How's it going, sir?
It's going good. That was an exciting game we just watched. It was an unfortunate loss, but it was a good game, a lot of action we saw.
Yes, sir.
So-
Well, you know, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You can go ahead.
No, well, it's two major things that I was trying to focus on. Just stopping the basketball, man. That, and then, you know, calling out who we got. We got to put some points on the board. Like, the whole time, we got our back against the wall, and we not scoring no baskets.
Yeah.
Got to put some baskets. We got to put some points on the board. You know.
So, do you think your team needs to put quicker points on the board, like more layups or more shots, or
So I went to the 10-second rule.
10-second rule?
I said 10, 9, 8. Because they'll pass the basketball and just keep passing it.
Yeah, it's got to be up to
Nobody,
10.
nobody
Okay.
want to shoot the basketball. So,
Yeah, it's a good rule. Did they execute that rule tonight?
yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
That's a little bit.
Yeah, and we saw some good defense tonight.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, when we go out and play on Saturdays, I make sure they play defense. I don't care about who scored the basketball, but we got to play some defense, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have to. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so again, like kind of with your 10-second rule, some of those really good points that we saw there, they were just going super fast. What are you going to try to do to increase that kind of
Try to
play?
move the basketball. You know, we got some young kids, man. We got young kids. Mark is young. He's trying to learn. Mustafa is young. You know, I got two seniors. I got Jared and Miguel. They trying to learn too, but in the same sense, I try to speed these guys up so they can know, like, get the basketball. We got to score some points, man. We have to score some points. If not, it's going to look like that.
Yeah, and you do, as you said, Mark Pearson, is he your only 10th grader on varsity?
Yes, sir. He's my only 10th grader. You know, he trying, man. I love it, but shoot, man.
He's got 2 years of growth, though.
Yeah, 2 years.
2 years of
But
growth.
you know, we working. We working.
Yeah, definitely. Who would you say some star players were tonight for tonight's game?
Jared did good.
Yeah, we saw Jared put up some good layups and good defense tonight.
Right. Eli did good. But you know, we got to get back in the lab, man. We got to get back in the lab.
Yeah, it's all that happens in practice.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
So is there anything else that you guys are going to plan on working on in practice?
Man, we got to put some points on the board, man. We got to put some points on the board. Like, we get some stops, but we got to put some points on the board, man. I'm more frustrated with not executing what I tell them to do, and we got to put some points on the board.
Yeah, you're going to be running offensive drills?
Yes, sir.
Offensive drills. All right, well, is your next game tomorrow?
Yes, sir.
Who do you play tomorrow?
Normandy.
Normandy tomorrow. How are you feeling about that game?
We should win that game. We should.
Okay.
But you know,
Yeah. Do you guys get any practice time in before then?
we won't. We'll watch film, but we're going to get no practice time, so.
Okay. Well, it was a tough loss tonight. Thank you for the interview, Coach Parker.
Thank you, sir. My man.
Yeah,
Thank
hope to
you.
hear about a win tomorrow.
Hopefully.
Yes, sir. We will. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So that was a tough loss for the Bulldogs tonight against Affton, but it was a good game overall. It was a fast-moving, a lot of action, a lot of good defense coming from Steam. But as you saw, Coach said they're gonna need to do some offensive drills to get their plays up.
Yeah, hopefully they'll be able to speed up and improve, and next time we'll be looking for an even better game.
So tomorrow's game, he said, is against Normandy. We're gonna hope for a win tomorrow night, and we will see you then.